just picking up where we left off. I gotta turn the volume down because whoa. Okay, Xander. What are we doing? What do we got going on? Where do we leave off? In a few days since I've been here. Okay. We're going that way.
I'm with you, cohort.
Put down your weapons. We can think of better things to do than fight, can't we?
And tranquility.
It looks like we're going dungeon running. Abraloria. Valoria? Really mad about me waking him up from his nap. Like I was sleeping here.
Mora has his eyes on you. I can feel it.
Like, why is she waking me up? What? Xander, you wasted it. You totally wasted it. I didn't even see him sitting there. I even looked. I looked, Xander. It's been a while since I read you guys a book. Jeez. The only thing that would make me sad is
Going to need a moment.
if on my first
I'm
character,
not a young man.
the books that I read count as the lore, and so that's why I'm not reading it to you, or why it's not dinging as books that I've already read. And there's so many of them that I don't know what I read or what I didn't read. But I'm pretty sure I read that one. Looks familiar. And I know for sure I don't remember what I read back in the day, because I can barely remember a week ago. Much less, I don't know how many years. I mean, it just celebrated its 10th anniversary, and I think I was gone from the game for 4 years? I don't know, it's really hard for me to tell. Because I bought every DLC that came out. Not necessarily on the day that they released. Sometimes I waited for a sale. Necromancy, the great debate. How dare they? The hypocrites. The pretenders. What gives the Mages Guild the right to call my particular practice of magic the black arts? And to forbidden our use of these precious and ancient arts on pain of death. Ludicrous. Don't they understand? We control death. It is ours to command, and we do not fear its cold embrace. No, we welcome it. Only the foolish and the fearful refuse to grasp power due to its source. They call us evil, but we are merely prudent. They call us irresponsible, but we understand the concept of risk and reward. They claim we bring terror and misery to the world. Well, at least on that matter we are in agreement. The world should fear us, for we have embraced the power of the dead and made it our own. Let the fools in the Mages Guild play at their conjurations and alterations. We are necromancers. Our magic cannot be stifled or restrained. I have heard it said that a great debate rages in the halls of the arcane academia. These so-called scholars argue that relative merits and risks of necromancy, but they do so from ignorance and fear. There is no need to debate the issue. Necromancy is the one true path to power. It is our path, and we will not be denied. Okay. These are worm focus.
And that's done. What's next?
Killed a little rat. I'm so sorry. I should feel bad about it. I know I should. Worm Cult Bone Lord. You can't tell me that's a name that they willingly named themselves. Hey, Bone Lord. Oh. Well, good morning, sunshine. Here.
I'm with you, cohort.
Seriously, have I read these? I don't know. I don't know.
Find more as many eyes.
We have to go back down. Xander, we gotta go back down. Sorry. So sorry, I missed it. I couldn't understand the map. I never can understand the map when there's multiple floors. I'm supposed to go this way. Shoot that off, dude. He was walking away, which was, he kept going out of range.
We have an accord.
Know which direction I want to go? Are you floating, you weirdo? I wonder why they named you Bone Lord. Okay. I think I'm back to where I was. I had to leave suddenly, real life. No, real life as in a dog who needed to really go to the bathroom.
Don't be offended. He hates everyone.
Oh, hey. And then, of course, when you leave in a dungeon, it usually sends you back, especially if you're gone for too long. And I was. See what was up there. Here. Well, I'm glad I left because there's chips. Taking dirt naps. I guess in the Elder Scroll, nothing is permanent.
Your fate is sealed.
I'm on call at work, so there's a possibility I'm taking a chance that I'm gonna get called away. Alright, where? I think I want this way. Dying so fast. Xander, when did you get so strong? Apparently the risen ones have very small lives.
Ah, time for tea then. Apocrypha take you!
Oh, I was like, where is it? It was right on top of me. Thanks, Xander, buddy. I love how he's coming around the corner and he was like, shit. Again, I would say if I lived in this world and I saw that green light coming, I'd be like, you know, maybe I'll sit this one out. We're done here. lag that's happening. Help them?
Distasteful. Apocrypha, take you!
Oh, free at last.
To help, guys. Is this up or down? Oh. I don't know where that is. Figure it out later. Maybe I have to go up and then go around this way and then right, I don't. Oh no. The funny thing is I used to have this map really memorized as well. Baronies. Oh, okay. Ain't you hungry about little Frostrum? What is he fighting? Is he like, is it like the equivalent of calling rubs up from the ground or something? Hey Xander, will you get that for me? Get it.
A new opportunity for experiential research. Top notch.
Let's need to look at the map. Here. Get save my money and run to the shrine is
Quality material makes for quality goods.
now, the fun part is I have to go to town, which means I'm gonna want to do my daily writs. So, welcome back. Hi, I did my dailies. I am trying to get up to here, which is through the chasm, and I can't. The way's locked. And the Wikipedia or the Elder Scrolls Pedia is being very vague. I think I'm just gonna assume I can't do it yet until I do that. But it also made it sound like I was done. I don't know. I think I've done everything else. Yeah, I've done everything else. I just can't get up there. That's the only thing that's left. So, I'm gonna have to assume it's up there. She made me hesitate because she said something about this will be your last chance, blah blah blah, to save everybody, and I was want to be this. I don't want this to be my last chance. Come on, dudes. Hold on. Gotta pillage for. Leave. Emma? Waiting for me, guys. Indoor what? Down in the corner here. All right.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault, but I wanted to wait until you arrived. Do you have any questions before we begin?
Really need to attack Molotov?
We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the planar vortex. To reach the vortex, we need to cross the chasm and get through whatever defenses the Dark Lord throws at us. I fear battle is inevitable.
Then let's start the council.
Well said, friend. Please, hold your questions until everyone who wants to has had an opportunity to speak. After that, we can debate the details as you see fit. Attention, please. I have called you all here because the moment of destiny fast approaches. The great shackle has been destroyed, but not before a planar vortex was established. We must destroy this vortex before it sucks the very essences of Nirn into Cold Harbor. The Fighters Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders, but blades have little power against magic.
And that's where our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures, and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan. Plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Barl's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic!
Ah, magic, the solution to all life's problems. I love magic, it's so magical.
I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength. There is no other option. Lives will be lost, but hopefully a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The planar vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel to certain destruction.
Well, when you put it that way, there are a lot of lovely ladies that need to be saved.
Yes, well, be that as it may. We launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
I don't remember him being so... Vanus being so high maintenance. Cadwell, buddy. Hi. Okay, bye.
It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you.
Okay, I'm listening.
This mission needs a leader. I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already accomplished the impossible. But you are one of a very small few that I would trust with this task.
You're only saying that because I rescued you from a black room of despair.
I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to win this war. Still, with you leading the charge, we have an excellent chance to end the plane meld and save our world.
Explain the plan. Wait, okay.
I knew. With the combined forces of the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, we must take the battle to Molag Bal and reach the portal to the planar vortex. It all starts at the Chasm. Scouts are already in place, gathering information ahead of your arrival.
Okay, tell me more about the Chasm.
It is a narrow, well-defended span of rock, swarming with Daedra and dominated by a gatehouse that blocks the way into Molag Bal's personal domain. Cadwell knows the region. He's a strange fellow, but I trust him. He's waiting for you at the Chasm.
All right, I'll go find Cadwell and we'll cross the Chasm. Hey, I get to play with Cadwell. Wonder that I wanted to interact with while he was talking to me.
Do we have time to interrogate some of the locals? Think of the mystic quandaries we could resolve.
I'm ready to take the fight to Molag Bal. As ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
Did a quick puppy change. We put the golden retriever away. It felt like it was. We've done a lot with him. All right. I have so many pets as too, I guess.
Someday you'll make something surprising.
Acts like that's the first time I've ever thrown her off of the side of a building. Nope. Okay.
Impress your guest.
Eventually, at some point, head to a thieves' den. Maybe for this battle, for this next bit, let's see what we have for ding. That's no. Sorry, I can't walk away from the blue things. Get the glowing stuff. Well, buddy. Hey, you.
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told.
Okay, what's the situation?
The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molog Gunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that.
Break the stones? It sounds easy. What's the problem?
Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
As he beats him with the ladle. Alright.
That's done. What's next? We can use this.
I can.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall proceed with caution and see if I can keep him focused on the task at hand.
As I'm over here.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall proceed with caution and see if I can keep him focused on the task at hand.
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate.
Any idea where what I should expect up there?
Gunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it.
I need to ask you something else.
By all means. Do you want to know how many Daedra can dance on the head of a pin? How I managed to stay so cheerful even in the most perilous of circumstances? What's my favorite color? Ask away.
What can you tell me about Mola Grunda?
Mola Grunda, a large woman with wings, bit of a temper, guards the gatehouse. I hear that she's the daughter of Molag Ball, if you can believe that. He never struck me as a family man, but who am I to judge?
Why do you know so much about Cold?
It's my home, old chum. Has been for years. I know every wondrous nook and cranny. Beautiful place, full of fascinating creatures. Of course, they often try to kill you, but that's the challenge of it, isn't it?
Let's move out. I'll stay.
Denthis, Dethys, you two guard the portal.
Denthis.
Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut off.
Oh, seriously.
I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
The name. Denthis and Dethys, are they brothers?
It's not as bad as it looks.
Take a health potion. Find a healer. Xander, you're a jerk. Okay.
A divergent point! Ha!
Help.
The one of you? You? Yo,
And that's done. What's next?
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me
yeah.
show you how to close a Daedric portal.
Show me.
One Daedric portal closed, as promised. Now that's how to do it with style.
I'd die, my...
This is going to heal, right?
because I come into this realm with the plan of killing your leader. Mean to me.
They want to fight, do they? Any more? I need some tea.
These creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal.
That's all for it.
The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend.
Onward and upward.
Oh, this.
Good find, cohort.
Go. Oh, I'm going right. Maybe. I think so. I took a turn. Place. Be over there. I think. Hold on. Okay. Oh! Completely missed this platform. My bad.
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Moloch Grunder?
Sure, I'm ready when you are.
Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit down with Moloch Grunder. She's always good for a laugh and a song.
I'm ready.
I can't wait to see Molar Grunder's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me.
Lead the way. I said lead the way. Okay. The Solshaven whisper that the Dremora posts to Molog Grunda's court are never happy about the climate.
There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me.
Perhaps a tactical approach. Going to need a moment. I'm not a young man.
Of course. I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. It's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good tug, and that flywheel will be spinning in no time.
Cold Harbor, the very last map. So filled with bosses. I don't understand. It's like epic end of battle. Nonto?
Door. Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunder always had good taste, I have to say. See, I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunder enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really.
Noted. Thank you, Xander. Gadwell.
Puny, wingless, mortal fools. I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones. You killed my darling creature! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
He doesn't care about the, being frozen, so... kind of really easy, though.
Well, that was disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Right, Cat? He went down pretty fast.
Well done! With Molag Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control! Gathwin is rounding up the troops. I asked her to keep an eye on Darien as well. He's a terror with the sword, but sometimes I think he takes too many chances. Meet me outside. We have things to discuss, and I find these Daedric halls extremely distasteful.
Right, you don't like the hanging skeletons from the rafters? Character to them.
While you were lollygagging, we secured the area.
Oh, good. So the chasm is clear?
You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach.
Sure, what's the problem this time?
Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts.
What do I need to do?
Eager and confident. I like that. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know.
My people to this danger.
Perhaps a tactical approach.
I freeze them and you kill them? How's that for tactics?
You don't know what you're doing. Molag Bal is the enemy here, not my children.
Still gonna mark your layers, though.
The fool distasteful chore the enemy has tasked you with.
Ugh, dirt fungus.
Xander, in all of our adventures, together. Have I ever made you eat a dirt fungus?
I implore you, my children are not evil.
Whatever that was, it kind of knocked my character off her feet. The Harvest Moon. I vaguely recall there is a DLC map or storyline, questline that deals with the vampires. And I remember right, you can make nice with them. But I just vaguely recall it. And I know it's a DLC, it's not going to be anything we see here. But what it reminds me of in Witcher 3, the DLC, was it Blood and Wine? You found out that we had a really good friend.
Foul temptress! I'll hear no more of your lies!
Such a stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason.
Yeah, okay, well, anyway, you find out that Gareth is friends with a vampire. And you can choose if he remains friends or not, but that questline almost smacked similar to the Witcher 3 storyline.
I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives.
What are you suggesting?
The ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win.
Tell me more about what you're proposing.
I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal.
I need to talk to Vanna Scalarian before I make a decision.
Of course. Take all the time you need. It's not like you're trying to save the world from Molag Bal or anything like that. Oh wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do. I shall await your decision with bated breath.
You can't seriously be considering her proposal, can you? She's a confounded vampire, for Magnus's sake!
You don't think we can trust her?
She's an elder vampire. Setting those monsters free will be like ringing the dinner bell in a Nord feast hall before the meal is ready. Her so-called children see us as food and nothing more. The only logical solution is to perform my ritual.
Oh, Vanna. I need to talk to Bergar the Red before.
Really? You need to consult with a monster before you agree to help the great and powerful Vanna Scalarian. Oh, very well. Do what you must. I'll wait here until you reach a decision.
Have you considered my proposal?
Who are you?
Some call me the Crimson Matron, others the concubine of Cold Harbor. I am an elder vampire brought to this new life by Molag Bal. These are my children, but they have been enthralled by the Lord of Brutality.
So you're telling me that you're a victim in all this?
My children protect this orchard because Molag Bal commands it. They aren't evil. They're slaves of the Harvest Heart. Instead of destroying them, help me set them free. Imagine an army of vampires that owes you a favor.
Tell me more.
I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal.
I'll help you free the vampires from the heart.
A most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Molag Bal's hold on my children. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual.
Get free! Post haste!
Thank you for assisting. This portion of the ritual is complete. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual.
Dullards!
Thank you for assisting me. This portion of the ritual is complete.
That was intellectually stimulating.
Come talk to me. I must explain your role in the next stage of the ritual.
Good.
The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn to be free.
Tell me how I can
The
help.
black blood flowing from the Harvest Heart binds my children to Molag Bal. but it also gives us a connection we can take advantage of. While I provide the power to destroy the Harvest Heart, you must sever the connection to Molag Bal.
And how do I do that?
Find the Lord of Schemes, binding totems, and destroy them. They are spaced evenly around the Harvest Heart. As each totem breaks, my children will be separated from Molag Bal, and the energy protecting the Harvest Heart will falter.
Okay.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed!
The Harvest Heart has been destroyed. My children are no longer slaves to Molag Bal.
Your children will honor our agreement, correct?
Most certainly. Thanks to your efforts, my children are free. They won't give you any more trouble. And, as I promised, my children will aid you when you need it most.
Another successful mission, but we're not finished yet. Just the person I was looking for. King Dinar is rallying our forces near the Reaver Citadel.
We're ready to make the next assault?
Yes. King Dinar and our forces are preparing to attack the Reaver Citadel to the north. And on my way to find you, I noticed a strange shipyard to the east and a Red Guard settlement to the west.
Tell me more about the Reaver Citadel.
It's Molag Bal's last line of defense before we reach his inner sanctum, and it's certainly his most powerful. The Dremora station there have turned it into a heavily fortified city.
And King Dinar's ready to move against it?
Not quite, but soon. He's waiting for you and a few of the others to meet up with him. They're gathering on the land bridge just to the north. I'm gonna head in that direction as soon as we're done here.
What, and you saw a shipyard?
It was the strangest sight. More shipwrecks than a shipyard, really. It was as if they just fell out of the sky. And there was an awful lot of them.
Do you notice anything else?
Other than a massive graveyard of ships of various designs spread across the valley to the east of here? No, not really.
And what's a Red Guard settlement doing?
No, I doubt it's an actual settlement. That's just what the architecture reminded me of. I wasn't able to get too close, but I swear I heard music coming from that direction.
What kind of music?
You know, it sounded very festive to me. Isn't that strange, in a place like this? What could any of these soul-shriven have to be happy about?
I'm gonna go up that. Friendly. Make it when they're friendly. Protocols of the Court of Contempt. All proceedings shall be strictly... All proceedings shall be strictly on the record, unless said proceedings are ordered stricken from the record. The guilty shall address the court with all due respect and receive contingent punishment as appropriate from Magistrate Baertram. The guilty shall be entitled to a counsel in the form of scamps, duly outfitted in periwigs. However, scamps, due to the inveterate vulgarity, are forbidden to speak in the court of contempt. The guilty are invited to express their indignation at these proceedings at length and in the most heated terms for the entertainment
Can you
of the
use
judge
that in your craft?
and magistrate. The reputation of the fairness of the court of contempt is proven by its 100% conviction rate of the guilty. A Masora's tomb.
Arcanist here.
It's so creepy. Getting tough. I was really hoping to finish tonight, but pass out. When we originally spotted the ancient Dark Elf tomb, I knew I had to explore, and I was hoping that my cousin, Grunskar, would have accompanied me, but we got separated when our Fighters Guild troop scattered. I made it past the front door, but stealth was never really my strong. I didn't expect the place to be crawling with skeletons. I'm going to hide until they settle down. It'll be fine if the damn Scuttler doesn't give me... something. keep up with these guys rather than the camera. Boss? I don't think they killed the boss. Oh man, I was looking at your credit for the kill, so. But look, there's a level 49. Wait for a second. Good level. Little soapy to be all by themselves. Okay, let's get out of here.
I am a scholar, damn it! Found it!
Best way out. Great, come back.
Accomplishments just compound one
Melthora's
upon the
curse,
other.
a high-ranking member of the Dunmore House, the dark elf known as Melsora, was cruel and bloodthirsty. She had a penchant for battle, for testing her skills against stronger opponents. In addition, she practiced dark magics and a necromancer of the highest order. Unfortunately, the house she belonged to had no love for dark magic, and even less tolerance for necromancy. But Melsora didn't care. In fact, her blatant disregard of customs and mores thrilled her and made her blood run hot. As Melsora's need for greater thrills and constant danger drove her to new heights of cruelty and depravity, the necromancer took greater and greater chances. She flaunted her power, even in the face of the house officials and tribunal dignitaries, daring them to scold her or punish her, or attempt to stifle her primeval urges. The first to take her unspoken challenge was her own father, the leader of her house and the powerful mage in his own right. Melsora relished the contest, eager to see if she could hold her own against the man who raised her. And in the end, Melsora didn't just survive the challenge, killed her father in a duel of magicka. Not content to simply beat her father, Melsora slew him with a barrage of spells, then raised him as a zombie. Commanded the undead creature to follow her and obey her every command. The rest of her house was horrified by this terrible desecration and demanded that Melsora be punished for her blatant use of dark magic. This made Melsora laugh, for she believed showing off her power and displaying her disregard for the current leadership. As Malsora became more difficult and dangerous, her mother decided that enough was enough. She mourned for her child, but refused to allow her evil to continue unchecked. Malsora was surprised when her mother and a cadre of mages entered her private chambers. She was amused by the audacity of the action, but she felt no fear or anxiety. When her mother began casting a ritual, however, Malsora felt the first pangs of danger, and as always, it exhilarated her. But then the other mages joined in, and for the first time she could remember, Malsora was afraid. Her mother drew on dark magic to punish her daughter. She couldn't abide ending her daughter's existence, but she knew she had to end the threat that Malsora posed to the houses. The dark magic engulfed Malsora, binding her. Trapped within her own dark magic, Malsora was sealed alive inside the very place she spent so much of her time, within the family tomb. Then the mages combined their magic to open a portal, and it swallowed the tomb. "I curse you," the mother proclaimed with tears in her eyes. "I banish you and your evil to oblivion. May the tribunal show you the mercy you denied your victims." And with that, Malsora was never seen on Nurn again. And that's doing that. The game wanted me to go that way first, but because of the shard, I went the other way and we missed it. I can't trust the players to follow the path in front of them. I mean, in fact, if you figure, since this is now officially my last map in this storyline. I know that sounds scary and you're like, oh, what, she's done? This is the last map of this story, but it's not, I'm not done. I'm not even anywhere near, because again, there's 3 factions. Actually, you know what? We'll take a second and I'll show you what I... Okay, so the 3 factions, there is the Ebonheart Pact, Daggerfall Covenant, and the Aldmeri Dominion. Now, this time we started as Ebonheart Pact, and so we worked our way through these maps, and then those maps bring us to Cold Harbor, where our story meets with Molag Bal. Then something, I don't want to give away the story, but something's going to happen, and we're going to be able to visit the other factions. And then, of course, there's the world map, where there is going to... there are DLCs and other stories play that take place in here. Quite a few DLCs. If you want to know how many DLCs there are, I think I might be able to show you. Hold. Here is all of these DLCs as well, that if you have the monthly membership, you have access to these DLCs, with the exception of the big DLCs. Oh, sorry. There's these big DLCs that you buy, and then you those big stories. But there's these. But those you get with the monthly membership. I know. Oh, sorry. It's confusing. It was confusing for me too. Okay.
Good find, cohort.
I think I need to continue up this path. And we're gonna be thinking about going to bed. That also seems really boring. Grab that. Looked away. When you have your character look away after you hit E for collect, sometimes they won't collect it because looked away. Ranged. Ow! That hurt. This is a trap. West.
Focus your intellect.
Oh, I know. I didn't freeze them. Sometimes, Xander, I get lazy. I don't want to freeze them. Oh.
I can't bear to watch someone die again. Oh, Stibbons. That poor, poor man.
Someone in trouble here.
This manor. It's not what it seems. And now poor Stibbons has been caught in its embrace. Without help, he will surely die, just like the others. It will be dangerous, but perhaps you can go inside and convince him to leave before it's too late.
Go speak to Stibbons. Think about what the heart wants. What do you think about? Oh, what is the desert appearing here? See the glow, the beautiful glow of a crystal and a book. Gosh, what's going on? Boss over there. Who knows? Huh?
Refreshing. Take it in. An opportunity for learning.
Thank you. Oath of a dishonored clan. Resting never again until our purpose be achieved. Ever watchful for an opportunity to repay the wrong. We shall extract the fee for betrayal. Even our duty to the overkin is transcended by this. Never again to hear the name full killers can. Agony. Generous will we be to those who aid our purpose, ending the false ascendants of the Deathbringer clan.